Around 2 months ago, I made a YouTube short where I showed my new max level account and asked, what should I do on it? And the top comment ended up being, get to 30 million bounty. But there is one big problem. I rushed to make this max level account and I have absolutely nothing to PvP with, which means that I'm gonna have to spend loads of time getting all the necessary materials and stuff to make a good PvP build to get to 30 million bounty, which is what this video is about. This video is all about me trying to get the right tools and equipment for a good PvP build to get to 30 million bounty. Now there are several things that I want. First is God Human, second is Awakened Rumble, third is Spiky Trident, fourth is Soul Guitar, and then Instinct V2, and then possibly V4, though that might be saved for another video. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Hey, quick reminder, remember to like and subscribe. Okay, bye. Now the first thing I wanted to get out of the 5 things that I mainly wanted was God Human, as I only needed one more fighting style to get to 400 mastery. So unluckily, it may have been the hardest fighting style to get to 400 mastery, as it was Dragon Talent, which requires you to get lucky with bones. So here's how it went for me. I started off with grinding some bones so that I could eventually try and roll for the Flame Essence, which, yeah, I got it first try, so that was pretty nice for me. I then went and bought Dragon Talon, got jumped by a random person, which will become a common occurrence in this video. I then did a raid to try and get some mastery and some more frags, and I headed off to Chocolate Island to grind mastery and Dragon Talon. So in total, it took around an hour for me to get 400 mastery on Dragon Talon. I only had 2 people jump me the entire time, so like that's pretty good considering block streets can be really annoying sometimes. And I would speed this up more, but this is the fastest I can speed this up. It's 100 times speed, because you know I'm just using CapCut. I could record in CapCut and then re-record it, but it doesn't matter because we're already at the end, like right now. Now that I had 400 mastery in Dragon Talon, there's only one more thing to do, and that was to get God Human. So there was one thing I forgot. You need materials to make God Human, and luckily all I needed was just 6 more fishtails, and there is a spot to get fishtails right on Floating Turtle, which is where I want to grind next. In case you're wondering where I'm grinding, it's the Fisherman Captains, which actually drop fishtails. You can see top left corner, I added a little counter so you can see what I'm doing. But this didn't take too long. Only one person jumped me in a span of like 15 minutes. And the grinding session is pretty much already done. Now that the materials are done, I could actually buy God Human, and once we get mastery on it, which I'm about to go do right now, we have one of the 5 things done. Now luckily Big Mom was here, so I gotta kill her for some easy to get mastery, and I headed over to Chocolate for some more mastery grinding. This grind to 350 mastery took around 30 minutes, and I didn't get jumped a single time, which was really good for block street standards, as like it was impressive. But anyway, it's already done. It wasn't that bad for the grind. Now that we have one of the 5 things done, we can focus on another thing, which I personally think should be Spiky Trident, as I'd already done a couple Cake Princes before, and I thought it wouldn't be too bad of a grind to go for Spiky Trident, but I might have been a little bit mistaken there. You see, I'd already done 2 Cake Princes before I had even gotten to max level, and then another 2 during the Dragon Talon and God Human Master grinding. So I had thought that it would be pretty easy, but this game sometimes is not very nice to me, you could say that. So this is my 5th Cake Prince, because I did 4 before. Didn't get anything, kind of expected. Still kind of early on. 6th one, it just didn't go well. Like, nothing again. I was getting pretty mad at this point. I don't know what happened there, but I didn't get it again. Here. That's 8 kills. No spiky. 9 kills. No spiky. 10 kills. No spiky. And then a Doe King. 3 times chance. Still no spiky. But then finally, just hear my reaction. Yes! Oh my god. Safe to say, I was pretty happy with me finally actually getting it, but all was left to do was to go get some more mastery. Now this was the least amount of mastery I had to get, only 300, and this is only a 20-minute grinding session, so it wasn't too bad. Like it's already over. Now that we have 2 out of the 5 things done, the next thing I want to go for is soul guitar, as all I need to do is get a little bit of ectoplasm, get the bones, do the puzzle, and then get a dark fragment, which won't be too bad, hopefully. So anyway, I went to 2nd C, started grinding ectoplasm, then I spent around 20 minutes getting the 50 ectoplasm I needed for soul guitar. Then I got jumped while trying to go back to the 3rd C. But now I'm just gonna try and get the 500 bones that I need for soul guitar. After like around a 30-minute grind for 500 bones, which I didn't have any because I had just used them all for getting dragon talent earlier, but I didn't get jumped a single time during this. That was nice. This server wasn't really that active, so yeah. After that, there's only one more thing to do, and that was for the soul guitar puzzle, which you needed a full moon, so I went up on top of the mast to wait for that. So then I prayed to the gravestone. I then killed the living zombies. I then clicked the little buttons on the graves. I then talked to the ghost. I then had a little bit of a struggle with the trophies because I'm not smart. But then I eventually figured it out, and there's only one more thing, which is just the match to colors on the floor, which then let me unlock soul guitar. But if you've been paying attention, you might notice that I'm missing one of the things. I don't got a dark fragment, and those are kind of hard to get. So here's how that went for me. I've been AFK for literally 10 minutes, and so if you didn't figure it out, I had gotten the Fist of Darkness from a chest after AFKing for only 10 minutes, which is absurdly lucky. Usually you have to AFK for 3 hours or go hunting for sea beasts for a really long time, but I got really lucky. But anyway, I went to summon Darkbeard, then killed him pretty easily, and I went back to the 3rd C to go claim soul guitar. Now that I actually had soul guitar unlocked, I had to still get mastery, and mastery on a gun isn't as easy as getting mastery on a fruit, fighting style, or sword. So anyway, I basically had to change my stats here to become a gun main. So of course, I went back to chocolate to grind mastery on soul guitar. Now this grind took around 40 minutes, even though it was the same amount of mastery as Spiky Trident, just because this is a gun. Also, I did get jumped once during this, so it happened right there. But this time lapse is already over. It didn't take too long, I guess. But now that we have 3 of the 5 things done, it's in between Rumble and Instinct V2. And I'm going to do Instinct V2 just because it's a little easier and I can probably do it pretty fast. So here's how that went. So if you don't know how Instinct V2 works, you need to get 3 fruits for the Hunger Man quest. And I apparently already got the banana and pineapple, so I got the apple, but then for some reason, you need to go put it in a bowl. So then I went to do that, and then I went to go turn it into the Hungry Man, and I thought nothing could go wrong, and it would be pretty easy. Except, I had once again gotten jumped, and if I died now, I would lose the fruit bowl, and I would have to go find all the fruits again, because it takes 10 minutes for them to respawn, and they spawn all along the map, so I could not die here. I just kept running, but after around a minute of me just running away from this guy, I eventually made it back into a safe zone, and everything was okay. After they realized that I wouldn't come out of the safe zone until they go, they left me alone, and I went to turn in the fruit bowl of the Hungry Man to get Instinct V2. Now that we've done 4 out of the 5 things, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to fully awaken Rumble. Now, this entire time, I've been slowly doing raids to gather more and more frags to finally be able to fully awaken Rumble. But before you can awaken Rumble, I need to actually eat it and get mastery on it. So I had to do that, but right as I was about to eat Rumble, you can maybe guess what happened. Now, did you hear that? That was a portal opening, and I definitely heard it, and I was panicking, because that can only mean one thing. Somebody is about to jump me. Luckily, I acted quickly and stored my fruit and left. Nope, I saw that. I saw that. I'm telling you, people are out to get me. I heard that portal noise and I did totally. I think it's safe to say that I was getting pretty tired of people randomly jumping me. But now that I was in a new server, I could finally eat my fruit without anybody jumping me and I could be at peace. So anyway, I ate the fruit and then I started the grind to get to 250 mastery. Anyway, this is another really short grind. It only took like 20 minutes because it's only 250 mastery, which really isn't that hard. Like, I'm already done right about 3, 2, 1 now. Now I have to do the actual awakening part of Rumble, which was helped from a random named Killswitch1560. So thanks to him, I could actually awaken my first move on Rumble. And pretty much every single island went well. No, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. They all went well. And it was only kind of a problem at 5, where the boss spawned and there's a bunch of Rumble minions trying to kill me. And wherever my friend was, he was not with me for the beginning. After a minute, he showed up and everything is okay when you have a giant Buddha beating up the boss. After a little bit more time, I eventually got to finish the raid and go to the awakening room and awaken my Z ability, which ended up being Lightning Beast as the new move. And then I kind of forgot to record the second raid, so I just got me getting my F move awakened. So then I went into the third raid with another random. You can read his name if you want. I don't feel like trying to read that. And everything else went good, and we ended up getting my third move awakened. For my fourth raid, I ended up being with KFun043, and it's a light user, so I wasn't exactly sure how well it would go, but it ended up turning out pretty well, except I got stuck under the floor on the last island, so that was really annoying for me. But luckily I have my friends who then helped me for the next 2 raids that I had to do, because I had an unfortunate ending in the last raid. And this raid went completely fine, nothing crazy happened, and I got my C move awakened. Only 1 more raid after this one. Now I would like to say something interesting happened for the 5th raid, but nothing interesting really ever happens in raids. So it's just another boring raid, and then we beat the boss, and I got my last move awakened. That's really the end of the video. There's nothing else that I did, so I'll be actually PvPing in the next video, so hopefully this series is actually kind of fun to do for me, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.